Treasury is risk and Treasury manages risk. So Treasury without risk is nil. So this is the way, how important is this to be for the treasurers to be aware of the risk they are running, the organizations are running. That is the most important piece every treasury has to take care. Rather, I can ask the audience, how many people are aware of the risk before they have to manage it? This is the second piece, what I heard, what Rajosik and Audra emphasized, the volatility. Volatility across the globe because of geopolitical reasons, because of supply chain disruption, because of the pandemic, anything you say as volatility is continue to grow. Everything in this world should change. Change is a must for everything to grow. But what is not going to change is volatility. Volatility in particular to this conversation in FX market will continue to be there, continue to grow. And that will put a pressure on all the corporations, CFO and the treasurers to manage that and sail through with that volatility by using a intelligent decision support system. So that brings me to the requirement that every corporate treasuries, they need a TMS, they need a solution, they need a system to automate their functions, first of all, to be aware of the risk they are exposed to, and then they have to manage it. When you say TMS, then any solution in isolation doesn't work. TMS on its own cannot mitigate the risk till it is combined with an real-time data. TMS cannot perform on its own till it passes the accounting entries to the ERP. TMS needs to be connected to the trading platforms. The dealers are doing deals and it populates in the system. So that brings to the requirement of TMS. It doesn't end. But the practical scenario is across the globe. Here, Rajosik is sitting from KPMG. There are n number of surveys available in the globe, which clearly tells it is not, if not 90, more than 85% of the corporations across the globe use only Microsoft Excel to manage their treasury. Forget real-time data. The integrity of that information itself is not guaranteed. And how they manage their risk with those kind of data, which is only managed on Excel. No security, no integrity of data. So this is how the situation in the present scenario. This brings it to the, in this last few years, we had been going to the market. Today, we have got more than 357 entities using our TMS. The change happened in the last 7 years. The treasury used to be a cost center all along in all corporations. And every CFO used to think, hey, we have Excel. No, we get everything. The transition happened. The transition happened for good. That transition happened that people started understanding the need to automate that for having a clear visibility. When Kumar talks about liquidity, liquidity defines fundamentals, not the other way around. How to arrive at the liquidity, how to gauge the liquidity, how to calculate the liquidity, you need a system. So this is how the need started coming in. And post-pandemic, Andrew, the situation is all across the globe, boards have mandated their treasuries to get automated immediately. It is automation, not in isolation, as I told you. It is automation which works for combining ERP to TMS, to live data, to the real-time deals, and ultimately connecting with the banks, which is a new area which has come out in the post-pandemic area. So our experience, we recently completed an implementation and in India, which is a large multinational conglomerate, where 8 different ERPs, because the Vedanta as a group grew inorganically. They acquired many companies across the globe. different companies come with different ERPs. We provided connectivity with all the ERPs and provided a single point of truth to the CFO and the treasurer to manage their complete operations and exposures, which is the real example what we are telling you here. And the other side, the corporations which are considered to be the largest conglomerate, multinational, they may be using a different best of this TMS software and ERP and the team. But the fact of the matter is, when we have gone there, saw that they have to put an entry, the front office has to put an entry in TMS, then second team has to put an entry in SAP, and 40% on Excel. So this is the kind of thing. So corporations across are not shying of spending money on that. The only thing what has happened now in the last few years, wherein corporations have started devoting time to automate treasury operations across. And we can see here Wipro, one of the largest conglomerate in the country. Kumar and team took the decision at the onset of pandemic. When the pandemic started, work from home started, no whereabouts what will happen, supply chain disruption started. That time this team took a decision to automate and connect everything today. So today they are sitting pretty in this. So what mood in the market is, let us automate, digitize this area, which has always been neglected from the automation side, or which didn't find the attention. That today, the market, the complete global corporations are moving towards digitizing treasury functions to take the maximum benefit of their exposures, to manage their risk better, to manage their liquidity better. This is the feed from the market of what we see in the corporations and we go.